It's a dragon?
Did not work.
Oh, it's angry.
So,
Their eyes.
didn't do anything.
They are very resilient creatures. No choice then. Run!
The urgency.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 5 of Frieren, Phantoms of the Dead.
We've been told that Frieren's former master was named Flamma, and she hid this book that has a guide of how to get to heaven, essentially.
Well, because she knew that Frieren was going to inevitably regret the way she just kind of skated through her relationships with people with shorter lives.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. Phantoms of the Dead, maybe we're going to be seeing...
Phantoms of the Dead?
Maybe. But if you're excited for more episodes of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms, including 11 episodes ahead of Frieren. Are we excited for episode 5 of Frieren?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
You must go to Aureole and speak
Aureole.
with him.
On the very northernmost end of the continent, I arrived at the place the people of this world call heaven.
Like, she's so well
I now know
animated.
it
Yeah.
as Aureole, the land where souls rest. Many spirits have gathered there. I spoke with friends whom I once fought alongside.
Maybe Frieren could talk to her master there.
You have a long journey ahead. It took the four
Yeah, I was
of
just
us
thinking
10
that.
years.
I see. So we'll be following the same route you took to the Demon King's castle on your first journey.
That we will. Another brief 10-year adventure.
1/100th, eh?
Frieren, you won't be staying in the royal capital?
I'm going to keep traveling.
All by yourself?
It's easier that way.
You're not going to take on an apprentice. A journey is better with someone to talk to.
I fear it would be a waste of time. No matter how much I teach them, they'll surely die.
How cheery. That's not how relationships work.
That's how they work for me. Just consider our adventure. It's taken up less than 1/100th of my life. Sounds like me, I suppose.
It's funny, don't you think?
What is?
How much that 1/100th has changed you.
Aww. It really did.
Yeah.
Goodbye for now.
For now.
In comparison, for me, our journey's been one half. I've spent one half of my life with you.
Oh, of her total life.
It's
Yeah.
going to be much more than that from here on.
Oh, I'm loving this story.
Hell yeah.
It's also giving me a lot of ideas about not only what I can do in D&D, but like what I could create as a DM in D&D, but also like sometimes in D&D I really want to go on the mission, defeat the thing, and like just do the action, but sometimes it is about
The in-betweens.
smelling the roses and doing nice things for your party members.
Hell yeah.
You take these words to heart, Fern. Before long, Frieren will be the one in charge of you. Listen to her and be a good girl. If you don't,
If I don't what?
I'll come back as a ghost and haunt you.
Phantoms of the Dead? Not gonna be him.
So just to make certain, you're saying that if I'm a bad girl, you'll pay me a visit after you're gone?
You've grown into quite the sly young lady. Wherever did you pick that up? I take it back. If you're on your best behavior, then I might be willing to stop by and say hello every now and again.
We should be arriving at the village soon.
That was fast.
She was sleeping for
Yeah.
a change.
Nothing very important.
Still at 28 years.
Greetings, adventurers. Heading to the mountain pass? I wouldn't if I were you. Several people have gone missing there recently.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Monsters?
They were taken by ghosts, according to all of the rumors. Folks have seen them with their own eyes.
Could be the undead. Do you know what these ghosts look like?
I've been too scared to ask. But if you're that curious, there are plenty who could tell you.
Do you think it's really ghosts or you think it's something else?
I genuinely don't know.
Could be either.
Here's what
I
we've
mean,
learned.
in this world.
Yeah.
Ghosts take on the form of the beholder's dead family member or
Oh,
friend.
it is a ghost.
They look
Yeah.
just as they did in life. A couple of witnesses even claim that the ghost spoke to them.
Is she gonna
We
see
can
him all?
conclude this isn't the work of the undead.
How
It's
are you
not
so
them.
sure?
How?
The undead are merely corpses being controlled by magic. Things like zombies and skeletons. But our specters are reported to appear as they did in life. A reanimated corpse couldn't do that. All that to say, we're dealing with another type of monster entirely.
Might be spirits and not undead.
Seems you know what monster that might be.
Or a monster.
Yes, a nasty one. We'd best be careful to avoid it.
That animation was awesome. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
The little fear. I think talking about the monster made her sort of fumble that a little.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
maybe it was just coincidental, but I just thought it was a cute little detail.
We'll take our leave first thing in the morning.
But Mistress Frieren, it's clear the villagers need our help.
You're starting to sound just like Himmel and the others.
The biggest difference between you and me is that I am a good girl.
All right. If you want to help them, we shall. We'll be traveling through the mountain pass either way.
Fern seems more excited about this sort of journey than the wandering they were doing.
Yeah, totally.
The missing villagers didn't vanish into thin air. Plenty of clues. A generous monster.
There are signs of magic usage all around us.
Yes, indeed. Can you tell what type it was?
Illusion magic. In my book on magical ecology, there's this creature. It uses lifelike illusions to lure in its prey.
The Einzam. It preys exclusively upon people,
Einzam.
using craftiness rather than strength to lure in its unsuspecting meals. It tricks its victims with phantoms of the dead.
And they really fall for that?
Who wouldn't want a final moment with their dearly departed?
I mean, that's what their journey's about.
Yeah.
Thankfully for the two of us, the Einzam's illusions aren't a threat to mages who know to look beyond their tricks. They're easily dispersed by high-density mana. Basic offensive magic should do.
So all I have to do is shoot through the phantoms.
Could you?
Yes, of course. Especially now that I know they're fake.
I once had to shoot an illusion
Yeah,
of
see
my
your loved
master
one.
begging
Yeah.
for her life.
Oof.
Though to be fair, her begging not to die was a regular occurrence. So I can't say that I felt particularly guilty. Regardless,
What?
it certainly isn't fun.
Damn.
Wait,
Why?
what the hell
Was
does
it-
that imply?
I
Hold
think
on.
that she... Yeah, okay. Thank you,
Wait.
Fern.
What'd she say?
You were accustomed to hearing her beg for her life?
Yeah,
Like,
wait,
what the fuck
does
was that about?
mean?
Why were you accustomed to hearing her
Yeah,
beg for her
what?
life?
We're not gonna get an answer?
I would like an answer.
What?
The mist is growing thicker.
We're not
Moving
far.
on, I guess.
If you see a specter, don't hesitate to shoot.
Hell yeah.
Fern,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. The
There it
priest.
is. A phantom of the dead. No problem. Just shoot.
look at that mage. You've surpassed my wildest dreams, my dear. I decided to come back and say hello. A girl as good as you are deserves a friendly haunting.
Knows.
The path
no.
of the mage called and you wisely followed. Since you were a child, your love for magic.
My cherished memories.
The first time I
It
saw
knows
your
all of
magic
them.
was when I gave
And it's using using them against
That's
me.
scary.
At least she's still aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I didn't expect to see Himmel. I was sure it would show me my master like the last one I defeated did.
Oh,
Perhaps this means I've changed since I last encountered
Wow.
That's so interesting.
That is.
Frieren. Shoot.
Impressive. That's just what he'd say.
Whoa. That was a big attack.
Yeah. Oh. That's very scary.
Yeah. They're using Voltrock, that same spell.
Mm-hmm.
And now the mountain pass is safe once more.
That thing I just saw.
Also, the animation of
was only
Frieren's
a
attack was
phantom,
sick.
So
Mr.
cool.
Hunter.
It's so casually cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, we're not gonna, like, lead up to this. Just, here's some peek right here.
Yep.
That was only a phantom of Master Heiter. A shadow.
Correct. It's high time we go see the real thing. If there's anywhere we might find him, it would be Aureole.
You're right.
I can't believe I didn't think of seeing him there rather than her, like, dead family. Sure, she wants to see her family, but she probably also wants to see him.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Considering the ghost that appeared was him, he probably meant the most to her. And also, it being Himmel's ghost really does show that she's, like, grown and, like, now he's more important, it seems.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a shifting of priorities. Like, even if she didn't know him, if she had met him and then it changed, like, still that shows that he grew to be more important to her than her master.
Well, that it's not just a lifespan thing. That, like, Himmel specifically is important to her.
He passed
It only
away.
switched after he died.
Yeah, maybe.
Which shows how much she's changed the way she thinks about him just on her own. Like, it has nothing to do with the way that he interacted with her.
Yeah, and that's so interesting. But it was also interesting that he said shoot, showing that he was classic, like,
Yeah.
hero sacrifice type.
Totally.
That's a dragon? I've never seen one
Whoa.
in real life.
Wow.
I'm actually, okay, I just know that, like, I think the only thing I'd seen of Frieren before this was one, like, few second animated shot of a dragon, and it just looked really cool, so
Perfect.
we're just gonna watch this whole thing.
I've never seen one in real life.
Look at its nest. Do you see that grimoire?
Oh,
I've
wow.
been after that one for a long time.
That doesn't surprise me.
Of course, a dragon
There's a
hoarded
bear
it.
of all places.
Dragons are known to seek out objects infused with magic to build their nests. That's a solar dragon. No doubt it has dined on many an adventurer. Grimoire or otherwise, we should eliminate the beast. Be careful not to destroy the nest.
Dragons are inherently not good in this universe.
Okay.
Did not work.
Oh, it's angry.
So,
Their eyes.
didn't do anything.
They are very resilient creatures. No choice then. Run!
The urgency.
Yeah. Oh.
Run! Go! The animation's increasing. You gotta go.
Finally
A little
lost
bit more
it.
urgent?
Yeah.
Are we
This
sure?
one's a fast flyer. No aerial battle for us.
I thought I was gonna die right there.
That was bad.
Let's head back that
Yeah.
way. If we continue to wear it down, the brute will eventually give in. Good point. Playing tag with dragons is not within a mage's job description. We'll have to take on another companion.
Oh,
Oh,
they need a fighter.
a
Frontliner?
dragon
Yes.
fighter.
A frontliner, yeah.
You're
Okay.
searching for one, aren't you? In a village near Regal Canyon, you'll find a warrior named Stark. Pick him up on your
Stark.
way into the northern lands. He's my apprentice.
Oh, that's fun.
Is he any good?
No, he's dog shit. That's why he's my apprentice.
I trust this guy's opinion.
Yeah.
This feels like the Ron Swanson of this universe.
Totally.
Maybe it's the redhead from the intro.
That would be cool.
I'm a frontliner in D&D.
That makes sense.
Barbarian and
Hard to think
fighter
there's
are
a
good
dragon
ones.
here. It's so peaceful.
'Tis indeed.
I've been meaning to ask, what sort of spell does that grimoire contain anyway?
One that lets you see through clothes.
What?
You really do gather only the strangest of spells, Mistress Frieren.
Let's see if
That
that
is my
somehow has to
hobby.
do with the future
This
flashback.
one is practical too. Depending on what the user views as clothing, it could reveal hidden weaponry or
Travelers, may I have a moment of your time? Mr. Stark would like to meet the two of you.
that saves us a fair bit of trouble.
Yeah, just got approached. Nice.
All right.
It was 3 years back now. The dragon attacked, nearly destroying the
Oh.
village.
Is that Stock? No.
That's
That's
when he appeared.
Hell yeah.
The brave Mr. Stark. The dragon was fierce, but our brave hero didn't break. After a long standoff, the monster flew away. It was a
Whoa.
sight to behold.
He just stared it down and it left?
In the village, and that
Or
dragon
fought.
has been too scared to rear
Okay.
its ugly head ever again. 3
Wow.
whole years of peace.
He sounds like just the person we need. The dragon's done for.
I hope you're right.
You gotta take out the dragon too, because then he can't leave town until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Sure you can. But being a warrior is rougher than it looks.
It's Grandma!
I like his design.
Yeah, very cool.
So
I just
you're the
know we're
ones
gonna know
who've
his
been
voice
messing with
actor.
The dragon. Don't get that thing too worked up. You'll put the whole village in danger. Dragons are serious. They're not the fairy tale creatures you think they are. One of them gave me this scar. I was fighting a shadow dragon.
That's
and
child's play as far as injuries go.
my master put you up to this, didn't he? Who are you?
I am known as Frieren the Mage.
Hey,
He's heard a
Grant,
lot
You
about
know
it.
the
wanna
name.
get some privacy?
Maybe we don't
It's
know his
alright.
actor. I thought we would.
They're acquaintances of my master. Don't hold back.
Where did that huge valley
You
come
must
from?
be furious.
Yeah.
I left without so much as a word.
Stark, you have no reason to remain in this village. Why haven't you defeated
Is it Stark or Stock?
I'm hearing Stock.
Stark? You have.
Didn't that sound like Stark?
It did.
Why haven't you defeated the dragon?
Tell me what you want and maybe I'll think about sharing. If you're here to send me back to my master, you can forget about it.
We're in need of a warrior and would like for you to join us. Though before that, we would appreciate your help with defeating the dragon. I want the grimoire in its nest.
Why's that?
It's a hobby. No particular reason.
We're dealing with a solar dragon. You don't fight it without a good reason. That's amazing!
Oh, wow.
You're right.
Hmm.
Mine is that a fool once praised me for the spells I collected. Is that enough of a reason?
For
Oh.
a little praise? That's ridiculous.
Agreed.
So she does it because
I
him
don't
will
mind
praise her
joining
for
your
it.
club.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
I can tell my master put you up to this. But no matter. My priority is taking out the solar dragon. I've had difficulties defeating it on my own. For you, it'd be no issue, right?
No, not at all if you can keep the beast busy for 30 seconds.
Loud and clear. Just 30 seconds, huh? And that really has to be my job.
Is there
Yeah.
some kind of joke that I'm missing here?
Tell me, Stark, just how many monsters have you fought?
She's saying Stark. What?
Me, Frieren, I need you!
He's a
I
fraud?
worked up the guts to confront the dragon! But I was so terrified I couldn't move a muscle!
So he just served face and it left?
Human being doesn't stand a chance against it! I figured that it's made me on a whim, but...
What? That's why he never went after it. Okay, that's
Wow.
funny.
After that, I was treated like a hero!
He was acting so cool.
Villagers are too nice for their own good!
strong young man like you should eat up. Stark,
Wow.
after supper, you gotta
Stark.
show me-
Okay, it is officially Stark.
Stark.
Like Stark, but Stark.
But with a sh.
Yep.
There's no way I could leave this place even if I wanted to.
This one's no good. We should get going and find someone serious.
Please don't leave me here to rot.
Is he a good fighter, though?
Oh, he can hold off the dragon. I'm certain of it.
Fine, but it'll take
Stark
more than a pat on
got
the
vouched
back.
for by the dwarf. You
Yeah.
know? Gonna lure it into the canyon.
Get it stuck in there.
Nah, probably something from their past
Well,
they did.
Stark, you have till tomorrow morning. Think it all through. You know as well as I do you can't keep the hero act up.
They keep showing this. I'm gonna guess it might be Kaminari from My Hero.
Okay.
He sounds a little like the electric guy, but we'll see.
A fine young man, isn't he?
He's just lovely. When we cook for him, it seems his stomach is almost as big as his smile.
Everyone really seems to love that guy.
I'm sure that they do. He struck me as a kind sort of person.
I was distracted by his immense cowardice.
The lad is a little yellow-bellied. But let's think back to your first time going up against a monster. Never mind, let's think forward. You were cute once. Not only are you taller than me now, but scarier too.
What I want to know is why the dragon hasn't been attacking.
Who can say? It might be bored of this place. Or perhaps...
What was that sound?
Stark,
Is
I
that the
imagine.
dragon?
If you're curious, you should go check on him. I'm going to bed.
Maybe he's hitting that crevasse, making it wider or something?
Is he any good?
When his village was attacked by monsters, he fled and never looked back. He's
Oh.
a coward who left his home to burn. He's like me.
Oh.
That's why I hammered everything.
That was his
I know
origin
into
too.
boy.
Interesting.
Now he's finally ready to fight for someone other than himself.
You've sold me. He is any good.
Whoa. Look at that power.
Yeah. Whoa.
So he's a coward, but he's powerful. That's interesting.
All right.
I see now. Your training is what made this fissure.
Dang.
Kind of like her shooting at a rock for a whole lot of time.
Yeah. He looks cool. I love his weapon.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
that is where we are left for episode 5 of Frieren.
My apprentice will become a great warrior.
Wow. Whoa. Look at the movement.
And the music. Oh. Holy shit.
Love that. And I think I'm really going to like this character.
Yeah, he seems very cool.
Yep.
Very not like a run-of-the-mill,
Coward.
strong, brave, punching guy.
Yeah. I'm interested to see like what he's really made of and what he can do when he like has backup too.
Totally.
Like maybe doing it alone was a trouble. But I mean, we'll see. I'm excited. New character. But he looked very powerful in those moments. But excited to discuss more about her journey. But if you're excited for more episodes of Frieren, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see 11 episodes ahead right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms along with episodes of all the other series we're watching. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our incredible Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch and support us as creators, join the link in the description below. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. Olivia asks, what are your first impressions of Stark? Do you have any confidence in him or believe he's capable of what he's being asked to do?
I definitely wasn't expecting him to be just like a fraud right off the bat, but then he seems incredibly powerful, so I'm hopeful that with Frieren's direction and instruction, that he could potentially be really amazing. And I also think there's something to be said for someone who admits their weakness kind of right away, and then when given an opportunity, like, will rewrite their own story moving forward kind of thing.
Yeah, he reminds me of Zenitsu a little bit in that he can lock in and be extremely powerful, but he's also kind of terrified of stuff. But he seems a little bit more able to access his power than Zenitsu, and far less anxious. He's a little anxious, but with Zenitsu, it's like earth-shattering levels of panic.
Yeah.
But here, I feel like he's going to be able to tap in. I think, honestly, once he takes down this dragon, if he's instrumental in it, like, it could be that he has the yips a little bit and, like,
100%.
hasn't quite conquered his first beast yet. But, like, I mean, if you have that level of power that we see from him and backup from Frieren and Fern, I feel like his confidence is probably going to go up pretty fast.
Well, and the other thing that I just thought of...
I like him as a character.
Yeah, no, very cool design, and just, he seems cool. If you're too terrified to fight something and you're facing it face to face, you don't know in that moment if you actually are strong enough to fight them. And then, if the dragon just, like, fucked off for 3 years, he couldn't go, like, antagonize it because it wasn't doing anything. And if he did, like, whip it up and it caused something, that would be his fault. So he's been kind of stuck in this, like, interim of, I don't know if I'm strong enough to fight it, and I can't try again without potentially hurting everyone. So, like, maybe he is actually strong enough to fight it. Like, maybe he is actually that powerful and just needed an opportunity.
He didn't want to stir the nest if it had left, and he didn't really know why.
Exactly.
So, yeah, like, I think maybe he's powerful enough now, and he just needs to trust himself. Hopefully he gets the opportunity, but I'm liking him thus far. Let's go to question 2. Question 2. Zoe asks, why do you think Frieren saw Himmel instead of her master when faced in the monster's illusion? We already answered this a lot, but if you have any other thoughts on it.
I think it was showing, like, who has impacted you the most, and that obviously transferred from the individual who taught her magic and was instrumental in her becoming who she is, to Himmel, who has also shifted her perspective in a completely different way that's shaping her life. And I think it being Himmel and not her master shows that, like, he's at the forefront of her mind.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. I think it's just a representation of her shifting personality and what she cares about and values, and that being represented by Himmel. I mean, pretty much everything she does, she thinks of him.
Yeah.
Let's go to our final question. Masa Shield 9277 asks, knowing what you know about Aizen, do you trust his appraisal of his pupil Stark? Do you think Frieren is expecting too much of it?
I do trust Aizen's judgment. I think coming from a self-described similar kind of situation as Stark, he would be able to tell if a person had, like, actually made that kind of change, or was just, I don't want to say lying about it, but, like, lying to themselves about if they actually have the capacity to be brave like that moving forward. And I think the fact that he was upfront about it also makes me more confident in the outcome.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, he's just the type of character I feel like I just trust his opinion on things. Like, he just seems so sturdy.
Yeah.
And that's all I need, but also I think it's the aspect of somebody who hasn't really been given a chance to fight a creature that he needed to fight. And the other thing is, even if you're a coward against the dragon, I feel like if you can just get there, surviving 30 seconds is keeping it busy.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
So he doesn't have to even defeat it. He just has to stay alive. And I think that sometimes cowardice is a good way to stay alive in terms of combat.
100%.
I trust the appraisal. I'm excited to see what he can do in this next episode, titled The Hero of the Village.
All right.
Maybe this is where that
he lives up to it.
I saw one animation of a dragon. It was that dragon, I'll say.
Okay.
And I didn't see anybody fighting it. I only saw it move, and I was like, too crisp, I need to move. But very excited about this episode. But are we excited for episode 6 of Frieren?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.